What's up, everybody? We back. Another edition of R2C2. This is the shift, though, and we're in Oakland this time. No Ryan Rucco this time. I got Cam,
new
Matt
co-host.
Chapman, and Jake Diekman. It's going to be fun. New co-host.
New co-host Cam Maybin, baby. Another episode of The Shift.
What's going on?
Nothing. This is sweet. This is tight. You know, I'm sure the old school is going to be really upset about this. You know what I mean? Hanging out with the opposing guys.
Yeah, right.
I love it now, bro.
Yeah.
I love how I love where the game is going, man, where you can sit down with your opponents and sit down and chop it up a little bit. And, you know, this is still a brotherhood, right?
For
this
sure.
This is still a fraternity. So
Absolutely.
I think people forget, you know, we're all here trying to achieve one goal, but this is a brotherhood, man. Mm-hmm. This is a small select group of guys that get to do this, man. So I think this is going to be an awesome episode.
Yeah, and I got a chance to spend some time with Matt. With Matt at the AllStar Game, and my son really appreciated your dad taking him out there playing catch. And, he saw you yesterday. He was like, man, just watch him do his work. So it was cool that he got that time to spend with you guys.
That's
it was awesome.
cool. Well, my dad loved it, too.
Yeah. Did he have fun at throwing at the game?
Yeah, he loved it. He loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, I got to meet so many guys and then go out there and throw BP, and it was cool. He feels bad about some of the cutters he threw, but, but it's all good.
That's what I asked Lil C. If you do the home run derby, you going to let me throw it to you? He's like, hell no.
Yeah. Hey, that's crazy, man. Big props to your pops for that, man.
For real.
Because that's got to be tough. That's some pressure right there.
Yeah,
that's some real pressure.
I had, no idea that I was going to do it. They said I might do it, and he's like, all right, you got to let me know if you're going to do it. Like, I'm going to practice. I'll go to your high school and throw or whatever. And I was like, I'm not doing it. Don't worry about it. So he didn't practice at all. And then the day before, I was like, hey, I'm doing it, so you got to throw. And it's like, all right, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah. Look, there you go. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And then we got baby, who I used to call him Baby Randy Johnson up here.
No, we got the real Baby Randy Johnson.
I heard
about this kid. Yeah, he's supposed to be legit, huh?
Yeah. We saw him down in the pen, but that's what I used to think about this guy in Philly. I'm like, who is this dude, bro? He's throwing 99-mile-an-hour sinkers and cutters and – dude, what's been up?
Nothing. Just started the year in Kansas City, traded over here. These guys are awesome.
A lot of good things. I keep hearing a lot of good things about the group. You know, my boy EJ spoke highly of y'all.
EJX is the homie. He's cool, man. We wish we could have had him back, but we're having another good year, and we got a lot of good guys. No real big names or anything like that. So we all just get along really well. It's cool.
You guys enjoy playing in the Bay Area? Like, you guys enjoy the culture and everything in the Bay and playing here?
Yeah, and when we get a lot of fans here, it's a lot of fun. It's loud. So I feel like if we ever had a playoff game here, it'd be fun.
It'll be crazy, man. It's going to be hard. It's hard to play here,
You can feel it, man. You can feel it. I feel like you're at like a high school football. They got the drums going the whole game last night. I was like, yo, this is football season. But it was cool, man. They get excited.
With all the banners out there too, kind of little ghetto riding on them.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
wear you out.
Like
right field as a visiting bullpen guy. Oh, it's the worst.
They was wearing Judge out yesterday. I was like, they don't know he from here. He must be a Niner fan.
Yeah,
these are my people. They all Raider fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's fun to see them get hyped up, man. It's good.
That was a lot of fun. It seemed like it took forever, but it happened so fast. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but, I mean, going into Yankee Stadium, first playoff game ever, and I felt like the place was just, shaking when they were announcing our names and we're out there. I felt like I kept it pretty cool, but I was definitely nervous. And then just looking up, seeing all the fans, and then they were playing, the Star Wars music. It was cool.
I tell people, that's a feeling that's hard to describe, though, right?
Yeah.
I went 12 years and didn't even see a playoff. You know what I mean? Every team was rebuilding, and, the 12 years and never see a playoff, and then the first time you get there, it's, the energy is like no game you've ever been a part of, no top high school game, college travel. It's like a feeling that you always, I think when you're a kid, that's the feeling you search for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least that's how I felt. You've been a part. You've been a part of. I mean, some big ones.
15. After Batista hit that homer, I thought the entire place was gonna fall to the ground.
Right?
I was like, this is wild.
Yeah, it's that feeling is crazy. So that's just funny to hear you say that because say I had the same feeling in 17 where it's like all right, whatever, I got this. It's cool. But inside, I was like, I'm about to jump out my skin.
Always chasing that.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun to play in the playoffs. For me, it's not as fun if I'm not pitching. Like, it's nerve-wracking just sitting there watching the shit. And, like, the one year we played the Minnesota and Sevy started, he gave up the home run. I was like, oh, okay, we can, we can come back, whatever. Feeling pretty good. I was, me and Sonny were emergency in the bullpen. So we sitting there looking at each other like, oh, okay, whatever. Then Eddie Rosario comes up, hit a 2-run homer. It's 3-0 in the top of the first, and we look at each other like, "Oh shit, we got to go get fucking ready!" Like running to the bullpen, like trying to get ready and shit. So it could be nerve-wracking if you're not, in the game or pitching. So I definitely like to be playing in those playoff games more so than watching that shit.
For sure,
it's crazy.
I mean, I was with Kansas City at the start of the year. We didn't really expect to be. I mean, as bad as we were.
Did you expect to get traded?
Yeah.
You knew you were going to. How was that? Like going through that?
I knew the second I signed to go there, I was like, I'm probably getting like 4 months and then I'll get traded. But no, it's just weird. I mean, been traded. That was the third time. So, I mean, for the most part, you're probably going to get traded to somewhat of a contender and probably be like right in the playoff push. So, I mean, it's super exciting. All these guys, they're all young and super talented. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think the situation definitely always helps. It's like you're going to a club that is going to be in it at some point, if not all year. It's one goal, so it helps. Winning definitely helps. Winning it makes it a lot easier to have chemistry when you're winning ball games. You know what I mean? But we talk about it over here. The culture that we create is like so incredible. Just be yourself. You know what I mean? Show up on time, play hard. Have one goal, and that's playing for each other. I think that's what we do a great job of, as well as just playing for each other. At the end of the day, like nothing matters except for did we win. You know what I mean? And if we lost, oh well. You know what I'm saying? We'll bounce back. So opposed to coming into the field and just trying to play for yourself every day.
And just trying to get numbers.
And just trying to get numbers. People don't realize how draining that is over a course of a season. Mm-hmm. It makes for a long season.
And it makes it way more stressful when you don't feel like you're pulling for something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, damn, I didn't do this, or damn, I didn't do that. Yeah. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the next guy got your back.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
When you're on a team that's trying to win, it's a lot different, man. It's getting traded is weird though.
Yeah, 7 times later. Yeah.
You've been traded 7 times?
Like 6. Every time, though, I was I had some value. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needed some pitching. Somebody needed some arms. What can I do, man? You know what I mean? So I mean, it's not always a bad thing. Yeah. It's not always a bad thing, but yeah, I've been through it. It's a part of it now. Like Jake said, last year I signed with Miami. I was like, okay, I'll probably be gone by then.
It's like, all right, the week before the trade deadline, where we play, we're on the road. Damn,
I gotta pack my shit out.
How much should I pack?
Going 2 suitcases.
They're like, where you going?
Where you going? Oh man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We only going on the road for 3 days. Y'all going on the road for 3 days. I'm about to be on the road for a week. 2 suitcases, got your dog. For real. So
that first time you get traded stings, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, when I got traded from Cleveland, that shit hurt me. And I knew it was coming. And I still, like, damn, y'all motherfuckers traded. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all motherfuckers traded me. Like, it still hurt. So it took a little bit to get used to.
Take it personal a little bit.
Yeah,
I did. I
man. It's the first time you really figure out this is a business.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They don't really, they move shit when they have to.
Yeah, and then like the 3rd and 4th time, you're like, fuck. All right, shit. So it is. It's just that, though. It's a business, man.
Yeah. You learn that. Oh, yeah. It's
Definitely.
2 different states.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'd say so. Well, I got to experience both now. I live in Southern California in the off season, and I'm in the Bay for most of the year up here. So I get a little bit of both. It's colder up here.
For sure.
That's for sure. Like, I play almost every game with sleeves on, but I feel like it gives us home field advantage. But I like it up here. It's definitely a different culture. I think they're a little more passionate about sports. Back home, everything's pretty lax. People just hang by the beach, do what they do.
Yeah, no, it's like he said, the sports culture it's a little different up here. It's I mean, passionate Raider fan. Me, I'm a Raider. You know what I mean? Die-hard Raider fan. Die-hard Warriors.
I'm a Raiders fan too.
Please,
you're a Raider fan? Oh, my man.
Please let the
man.
Raiders be good because we don't want to have to hear CC.
I'm already fucking crying. Antonio
Lord.
Brown and all this shit. Hard Knocks is really fucking me my whole football season now. By the way, so but yeah, no, it's this state is awesome. It's fun to. It was awesome growing up here in the Bay Area in this part of the country. And I love to always come back here. My whole family's here, so this is always gonna be home for me for sure. I would love to move to San Diego when I'm done, though.
Oof, great place.
Right?
That is a good spot.
That's a good spot just to be chill.
Paradise.
And, yeah,
nice.
So that's my
It's
plan.
like 75 every day.
Yeah, kids get old, going to San Diego.
Yeah,
When my kids get old, I'm selling my house. I want a smaller 1-bedroom. Y'all motherfuckers can't come back. I'm selling everything. All they shit, everything out of their rooms, all that shit is gone. We getting a little ass house, me and my wife, and y'all asses can't come back.
Stay at the hotel. Come over in the morning.
That's it. We take the grandkids.
This year means a lot to me specifically. One of my buddies died in college, and I'm wearing his last name on my jersey. So his dream was always to play in the major leagues. So I feel like the best way to do that is to put him on my jersey, and he'll get to play, in the weekend in the big leagues, and then give my jersey to his mom probably. So that'll be cool.
That's
That's
dope.
awesome.
That's
man.
sweet.
That's so cool.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
That's what Players Weekend I feel like is it about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stuff like
those
that.
personal stories, things that are personal to you, whatever you want on your cleats, your jersey.
Absolutely.
Let people kind of get a little insight into, your life and what, you are about as a player and a person.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's your nickname on the jersey?
We put our foundation nickname on.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So it's gutted out.
Okay, sweet.
It's for ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. 2 years ago, I had my colon removed, so we started a foundation right after that, and I just put it out there.
Sweet. Well, plug it right now, the foundation.
Guttitoutfoundation.org.
Absolutely.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, go check it out for sure. That's awesome.
What you got in the back of yours?
I'm slim, you know me. I'm slim, That's it. That's what I've been. My nickname passed down from my dad, but and then I'm rocking the my cartoon, all the cartoons from my childhood.
Is that what you got on your cleats?
Yeah, Doug Funny, Ren and Stimpy, all the Rugrats, all the cartoons I used to love. So,
What y'all got? Special cleats? Anything?
I haven't got to the cleats yet, but I was just working on the jersey thing, and then a cool thing the A's are doing is they're donating all the proceeds from that to Nick's high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Sweet.
so
That's sweet.
yeah, I'm stoked on that. But I should get some cleats. I got to talk to Nike. They got to hook me up.
Something, right?
Sometimes when you're in Oakland, they don't like to hook you up too much.
Everybody sleep.
When y'all playing, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's the only thing, man. That's the only thing. But
That's what I miss about being on the West Coast, though.
Yeah.
The sports, being up at 10 a.m. for football on Sundays.
Yeah.
You don't know what that's
Yeah.
like, but that shit is awesome. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's
yeah.
the best.
Waiting for 1 o'clock, my wife's like, "We got to go to church." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Nah, I got to set my fantasy lineup." You know what I'm saying? On the West Coast, 10 o'clock football, it ain't no argument. You
It's
know what
go
I'm saying?
time.
For real. No, I think we need to have more play. I think Players Weekend should be. I don't know. I feel like the looseness of it. I'm hoping we adopt it more throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Where would
cleats and stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
with the
Exactly.
NBA,
They
do it all
the
the
kids
time.
go crazy
Like
with that because the NBA they can wear whatever they want.
And the kids love
And
that.
the kids love that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I love that.
it.
You know, I want to
Exactly.
see what Westbrook's bringing to the stadium. I want to see
Yeah.
what Harden's wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like different Steph Curry.
That's like
He's always got different shit.
That's
like-
my biggest thing for Players Weekend. I wish we would just adopt it more throughout the season. You know what I mean? Wear a cool armband, whatever. You know what I mean? Or if you have a foundation that you want to, support and put out there, you should be able to do that on your spikes, and it shouldn't be a problem and things like that. So I think Players Weekend is awesome for that. Like you said, it just gives us a weekend to kind of use our platform and put our message out there. So I think it's cool.
It's good.
The Raiders are about to be gone.
The Raiders.
Warriors are gone. Their new stadium is sick in San Francisco.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not mad about it because we get the Raiders locker room. And
Y'all moving to the Raiders? Like,
yeah,
that's
we're
gonna be
about to
huge.
get 2 cages, so
There we go. Yeah.
that's a start. But it's cool. I think if we can get that new stadium, it's going to be really good because then everybody's going to come out and see us. And I think we're going to get more people in the stands with the more, new stadium. Everybody likes that. More fans, people come out. There's a lot of money out here, so hopefully they can do it. We want to stay. I love playing in California. Mm-hmm. I love being on the West Coast, get to see my family and my friends. And I think we got a really good team, and that's the only way they're going to be able to keep a lot of us together.
Yeah, is building that stadium, and having the fans come out, and the fans around here will come out for a new stadium. Look at San Francisco; they draw crazy.
Sure.
But it's just the
it gets a little sketchy out here.
Yeah. Like even me coming to Raider games, like I sit on the visiting side. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't bring it's like shit going on this side. You know what I mean? Like it's I'm
sure.
So. To be able to have a new stadium. You got to be packing when you come to the If you in the wrong colors, you fucking right. Hell yeah. You get your ass whooped in the parking lot wearing the wrong colors, bro.
Crazy. Off day during the season?
Man.
Off day in August is pretty mellow.
Yeah, off day right now is I'm trying to eat 3 good meals, post up, relax. A massage, maybe, you know what I mean? It's something.
As I've gotten older, though, I want to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like my ass is old now, so like.
You're getting older. Going to get up and do stuff.
Yeah, I'm up early
in the morning.
Yeah, like I text your ass this morning at 7:30.
I'm still trying to sleep.
Cece's going on a hike.
I am. I'm up. Like I'm doing shit.
CC texts me at
I'm not going on a hike. I'm going to eat fucking breakfast. I'm going to eat food and get big ass plate of pancakes.
6:15 this morning talking about you want to ride at 12. I'm like, God, it's 6 o'clock now.
I'm up, guys.
Yeah.
Now I'm always trying to. I want to like as I gotten older, just try to do something, get out, be around. We had an off day just Monday, and I got a chance to go back to Vallejo, do my backpack giveaway, see my family, get a chance to spend some time in my old neighborhood and stuff. So that was cool. Try to do something with my kids being on the road so much. We always try to get busy and do something.
Yeah,
for sure.
Nah, I'm chilling on an off day.
For real. We got a little 10-month-old girl. So.
I was about to say,
congrats,
yeah.
Baby
I got
girl.
Carpet burns from crawling all over the floor.
Yeah. That's
congratulations, man. That's
Thank you.
Game changer.
Nobody love you like your daughter.
Right?
Nothing.
The best.
The girls always
puts baseball way into perspective.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. When I'm here, it's work time. The second the game's over, daddy time.
It helps.
It helps
it really
big time.
Does, big time.
It helps.
It helps you change your perspective. And like as soon as you leave here, you have a good game back. And my kids don't give a fuck if I threw a no-hitter or gave up 7 runs.
Yeah.
When I'm home, dad's home, and it's time to just chill. And it takes your mind off of everything, man. Like I got a chance to learn that early when I had my son and not wanting to be in the bad mood around him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Bringing the game home and all of that stuff. So, yeah, it definitely helps to have something else to
so
take
if you
your mind
play
off of
baseball and you beat yourself up, just have some kids.
You'll chill out quick.
Like, all right, it's all right. It ain't that bad.
I think it's hard. It's hard to play the sport and not beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Because we fail so fucking much.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And we expect so much.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And people expect it. You know what I mean? We have high expectations. So it's fucking hard. This game is hard, man.
Best player gets out 7 out of 10 times.
And he's going to the Hall of Fame.
Nah, the best player don't. Mike Trout don't get out. That he
5 out of 10.
Yeah, he like 5. Yeah.
4.5.
But
Mike
you're
is
right.
the best.
He's on a different planet, bro.
Yeah,
he's insane.
He's got my vote as the best.
Yeah,
Facts.
for sure. I don't even think it's anybody in his. It's him and then it's the rest of it. Rest of us. You know what I'm saying?
Bo Jackson.
He Bo Jackson.
White Bo Jackson.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
He's nasty. He's a freak.
Yeah,
he's like a combo of that and Barry Bonds.
Yeah,
they could have gave him $1 billion, and every player would have been like,
he deserved it. Oh yeah, no problem with that.
For real,
you can't pay that guy enough.
Exactly.
You know what's crazy is like talking about West Coast baseball. I love to like go home after our games and like maybe turn on y'all game or turn on their game.
Me too.
But I don't like to watch pitching.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody crush ball. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with these new baseballs. Fuck it, I'm on my way out, so I want to see homers.
Yeah. Like, damn, he got that one. Like, cuz that was you out there. Like,
I love to see hitters, cuz I love to see guys going deep and shit. And I think it came from playing with Hafner and Ellis Burks and Juan Gonzalez all those years. I just love to see
homers,
good hitting and homers. So turning on West Coast games all the time.
Yeah, it is fun to come home after our games and watch
turn on the
these
West
guys
Coast
play.
games, yeah.
Because you know you're going to get some good baseball. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Bellinger's always on.
Exactly.
Should have been here 4 days ago.
Yeah, I was watching the Houston series, right?
10 homers in one game.
Shit.
Dude, I've never seen the ball fly
In this
here.
part,
like,
yeah, that's what I was
it's
about to say,
85
in this
degrees
part.
at game time.
Wow.
Like, unheard of. And
Wow.
the ball was just flying.
That's crazy.
Like,
I've never been here 85
Ever.
degrees.
Ever.
That's crazy.
I bought a jacket every year I came here. But I've never seen it 85 degrees. Like, literally, every year I'm like, I am not. It's July. I ain't going to take a jacket. I'm like, dude, I got it. I probably got 10 jackets over the last 10 years.
from Oakland.
From
Chips.
San
coming to
Francisco.
the Bay Area. Every time. It's
That
crazy.
ball Judge hit last night, if he hit it on that night, the ball might have just disintegrated.
I still think that ball was farther than 460 feet.
That ball, he crushed.
It's weird watching his homers go because he's so tall, so they just start. It already starts over
Yeah.
my head when he hits the ball.
It's
just
crazy.
Like,
It's different.
And that was his first one to left field this year. That was his first pull homer. So, man, hopefully that's a good sign for us.
oof.
Shit.
After Thursday's fine.
Yeah. Take that stuff
See, I
off.
love this. This is why I love this. This is why this is the best podcast. Exactly.
Talk about everything.
Exactly.
I mean, the position players keep it so loose. I think, like, we're tied for the wild card, second wild card, and the top 10 rankings we're never on. I think we just kind of hold a grudge on all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that attitude that nobody gives a fuck about us. So we just don't but that's kind of how we are anyways. Like, we've all played with each other for a long time. A lot of the young guys, I played with Olsen and Pinder and a lot of guys in the minor leagues, and pretty much just shit talk each other 24/7, and that's how we keep it loose. We just give each other shit, and
I love it.
I love it.
I don't
We
even
know
know.
we
I
love
don't
it.
I don't know how to describe it, but we just I don't know, with Fires pitching tonight, we'll be like, oh, you're trying to dodge the Yankees, bro. You hit Stan, you're scared, whatever. So we'll just stay, we just keep it loose. We don't get too high, get too low. We all pretty much pull for each other, which I've been on teams where guys don't do that. So it's rare sometimes to have, be on a team where guys genuinely care about, the other guys doing good. So that's cool. And I feel from Marcus Simeon, the guy that's been here the longest, that's a dude that, he pretty much just goes out there every single day, no matter what, plays, and he kind of set the tone for all of us. If that guy's out there suiting up every night and playing and, working his ass off, then how can we not? So he kind of just sets the tone with that, and then all of us, follow that suit, and then we kind of just keep it loose and just kind of just keep talking shit and having fun, and then whatever happens, happens.
You know what's crazy is that you don't ever notice when you're on teams that aren't really close, but when you are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those years when the team everybody's together and you're pulling for each other, and you feel like that in other years, but the years that it's good, you know what I'm saying?
You go back and reflect on the years. You're that's what we were missing.
Yeah,
exactly.
this is what this is supposed to be.
I think that was perfect
saying?
what he said, because I just had this conversation. They always, how was this team? It's because, and I think you can speak on it because you've been around, where I've been on so many teams where everybody's so sensitive. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Where it's
we're
you
with each other
can't
for
poke
6 months.
Yeah, you can't poke the bear. You can't poke at each other. But our locker room is very much similar. We talk a lot of shit. Guardy, there ain't nobody safe.
No.
Having Guardy, nobody's safe. Having AJ, nobody's safe. So you better have thick skin, but it's we talk about it. It's that old school that's that feel where you can talk shit, but you're still best friends. You're still boys. You're still okay, but way to swing it though. Dog.
Yeah.
That was weak. That was weak. That shit barely made it over, but that was weak. But you know what I mean. But you're still genuinely rooting for your guys. Where I've been on teams where it's just there's no shit talking. There's no, going back and forth. It's just a bunch of dudes just uptight walking around, and it makes for a long season.
I think that's what people thought the Yankees were though for the longest.
100%.
Even when he got here, he was damn, this is way different. Bro, it's just outside looking in. It's way different than what it is.
I thought it was a bunch
clean
of
cut.
Yeah, I mean, we hate the fucking shaving room. That's you know what I'm saying? So,
but yeah, I literally thought it was a bunch of just. It's where I grew up from. It's the kids that go to the rich school. You know what I'm saying? That's fuck those kids. But then you get there, it's nah, they're actually cool as hell. I actually like it here, But you got to have that, I think, that back and forth. Like that, like I don't have a brother, but usually brothers, you go back and forth. But we're still brothers. I still got your back. So I think that's huge. You see it more, I think, on the teams that are fighting for position or in that position to get to the playoffs and win a World Series. I refuse to believe there's not that chemistry.
Yeah, that's winning baseball.
Yes, winning baseball, exactly. So
I feel like every year when the A's are good, they always make a good second half push, and it's always like they always coming back, a lot of walk-offs, and the energy is just always crazy around here. You know
and
what
now
I'm saying? In the
I
second
think
half, when you guys,
team, the character matches like the energy.
Almost like when it was like Tejada and Giambi and all of those guys.
Like,
you guys mimic that team a lot. You know what I'm saying? With the power and the way you guys play loose, everything is. It's a lot of like those old guys. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool to see.
I think I pay attention because I was just on the West Coast for so long with the Padres and, the Angels. So I'm always I was used to being like the only game left on TV. So I'm always, I go home and I go straight to, who's playing on the West Coast. So I'm used to seeing these guys. And I like, and Chappie's been a buddy of mine now, I think for a few years now. I've been a big fan. So just like, I want to see what those guys are doing. I want to see them hit homers. I want to see, I want to see what's going on. And especially when they're in the race because I'm always looking at that team who's going to ruin somebody's season. I'm eager, like Toronto.
Blue Jays.
Like Toronto.
They're going to fuck somebody's season up.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
they're
the teams
good.
are on the cusp of like, who I'm like, okay, this team is 2 years or a year away from being really nasty. Like, so you see those guys, like those teams. So you pay attention. I'm speaking for myself. You pay attention to what's going on because there's some teams that, they're at the standings, they're at the bottom, but they're gonna ruin some teams' season. They're gonna be some beer cans thrown on the field, and you know what I mean, some pissed off fans in places. So I enjoy watching those teams. And this team is one of those teams who, like you said, tied for the wild card, but gonna ruin some seasons. Like you guys, this is a tough place to play, man.
Hell yeah,
this is. You guys got. I mean,
look at my fucking ERA in this motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit is
There's
over
weird
5.
energy around this.
It is, man. It is.
I must have did some shit to somebody when I was here when I was young or something, bro. I got some bad karma in this motherfucker. This shit is awful.
Skip, you need to be. You be trying to duck the A's.
I'm definitely ducking the A's. Hell yeah. Nah, it's crazy.
It was awesome. It happened really fast again, but I wasn't sure if I was going to get it or not. I knew I wasn't going to get the fan vote because, that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. But third baseman right now, especially in the American League, that's a tough position. Devers is going off. Bregman, obviously. The list goes on and on. So I wasn't sure, but I was just happy to represent our team. I felt like we had a lot of guys deserving, but I feel like the A's kind of sometimes – everybody has guys that get snubbed. Snell didn't make it last year,
So what do y'all think about that? Because I think that's some bullshit.
Open the shit up.
I think
it's
that's
a fucking
bullshit.
exhibition game.
It's an exhibition game.
Have the rosters be 40 fucking guys.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's BS.
Like Bryce Harper, like
Gleyber
Aaron
should have been on there. Urshela should have been on there.
Just open it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. Make the rosters 40 guys, make 80 guys all-stars, and have it be a fucking show. Who cares?
At the end of the day,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It's for entertainment. So I think the more guys, the better, man. I think the fans want to see, the more guys and the bigger guys,
They don't want to see like on ESPN or MLB Network, like the next hour after the teams are like announced. For an hour, they're talking about who got snubbed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no one wants to see that. It should be like a celebration.
Yes.
So just send everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
for
agree.
sure.
I
For sure.
agree.
I love facing hitters.
The
Like,
competition.
Yeah,
Huh?
it's the best. Especially when you face them over and over and over.
Yeah.
Say like you play a 4-game series and you face the same like part of the lineup 3 days.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to change something up, or the
chess-
hitter's stupid.
The chess match of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, I enjoy this. I think now, like me getting later, I enjoy like playing, but also being like kind of a fan. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like you're almost like a fan out there
fan of the
sometimes.
game,
Like, where I'm like, I used to have a hard time giving guys credit when I was on the field. Like, fuck this guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy sucks. You know, like.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, nah, like this dude is pretty nasty. Like, you know what I mean? I've become more of a fan. Like, man, this guy's like legit. Like, I enjoy seeing just I think how good we all are at like our craft. You know what I mean? Especially to be up here, and like the consistency that you have to be up here. You know, like. For me, going back to the minor leagues this year for the first time in 10 years was like, what? Like, you know, I talk about, like, it's different. It's a different level up here, like, the consistency that you have to have, like, and just seeing how good, like realizing now instead of like, this guy sucks, it's like, no, like, if you're up here, bro, like, you can play. You can play.
You can do something.
You do something well, really, really, really well. So
that's why I think people don't appreciate, like, what Mike Trout's been doing. Like, how do you do that for 9 years and just keep getting better?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's crazy.
He's only getting better, man, which is insane. And they don't even want him to run. He could steal 40 bags.
Oh, yeah,
you know, he could have been 40-40. Like, it's crazy.
That's I feel like sometimes when I'm at third base, I forget to, like, get ready because I'm, like, watching him hit. I'm trying to see, like, what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, how does he get ready to hit? Like, look at it, like, his load. And then the next thing I know, it's like 112.
Now, one thing I love about the game, I think, is just the camaraderie, like being able to hang around with the guys. I think that's the biggest thing I'll miss. I don't think I'll miss the competition so much because I've been doing it for so long. And I feel like, you know, I've always been pitching, you know, since I was, 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. And if there was a big game to be pitched, guess who's pitching? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of tired of the competition, but, I'm a miss. I think the camaraderie with the guys and being in the clubhouse every day and just hanging around with the guys and traveling and shit. I think
traveling's always fun.
Yeah,
hanging out or going to dinner or whatever. That stuff's fun.
It's fun when you got a good group too.
Yeah,
like you said. Like, you got
we're all young.
We got a group where it's like we leave and like we're chilling, like we're posted up chilling. Like you don't see that often anymore. Like,
we're all guys hanging out.
Like dudes, and you know what I mean, like chilling 12 in a room,
hanging out after the game.
You know what I mean? Like that's the fun part of it.
For sure. One thing for me, just getaway day. Getaway day has to be a day game. If I was commissioner, I would make that a rule. Like tomorrow. The fuck are we playing at 6:34? Like we're gonna get in at fucking. We got a big series on the weekend against the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? And we playing 6:30 games. Gonna get in at fucking 2 a.m. And
we've been doing that all year.
That's not like the A's either.
Yeah, normally we have a 12:35 game, and I'm normally pitching that fucking 12:35 game. But that'd be my one thing that I would change. It'd have to be all getaway day. Would have to be a day game.
You guys play a lot of Sunday night baseball games, too.
Bro, we play Wednesday night baseball, Thursday night baseball. We play 7-day-a-week night baseball. Like, this is crazy. After a doubleheader, like we play, it's every night.
Yeah,
which is cool too, to an extent. But that's draining, man.
But I feel like that's why people don't. That's why I feel like that's why fans sometimes don't like the Yankees. Because we own so much. Put the A's on.
Yeah.
People want to see Manny in the Padres and want to see Manny and Tatis and, you know what I'm saying, so many good players around the league. People want to see Toronto play. They score 8-9 runs a game right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I mean, I think that's where fans get, we forget about the fans and kind of showcasing the rest of the talent in the league.
I don't know. I guess a bunch of stuff. I don't know. the replays, I just watching them miss the replay. The explanation of the replay is crazy to me.
I think they got an electric strike zone.
Oh man, I don't know.
If they go to electric strike zone, somebody's gonna hit 450. By the way, if we had to throw the ball over the plate,
DJ LeMahieu, he will.
These guys, somebody's gonna
miss a barrel.
It's gonna be 450, bro.
I'm saying Kershaw doesn't give up a run all year. He'll just flip that curveball and hit
right at the bottom and then catching it like this.
Exactly.
Both. You could do both.
Exactly. And I'm stealing so many bases if we can steal first. If we can steal first, I'm running.
I don't know what they should do though.
Throw that
about
sinker
the
up there.
zone.
Throw that sinker
and let that shit bounce.
I am out of there. my on base percentage is gonna be ridiculous. We do
they throw a pass ball and you can just
you can go.
Gone.
Yeah, you can go.
Dude,
if it bounces
the Atlantic
anytime.
League rules
And you gotta-
are
and you-
crazy.
Yeah.
You facing Chappie in
Fake
at
bunt.
103, and he
Let that
throws
shit go.
and it hits I'm gone.
Yeah.
Fake bunt. Oh,
You're like,
the
nah.
fake bunt is coming back. The fake bunt, it's coming back for sure. I don't know. I don't know what I would change, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being on to another episode. You know what I mean? We really appreciate it.
We got to do it in
Huh?
LA again, cuz.
Oh, okay.
I think this worked.
All right, let's do it.
We got to do it.
Sorry, Ruko.
Yeah, he might not come back from them. Just don't come back from them off the coast.
Stay out there, dog.
Keep eating cheese and drinking wine or whatever. You know?
I appreciate y'all coming on, man. I know
that was
thank
cool.
you, definitely.
Yeah. Sweet.